Hello and welcome to my studio. I'm Naomi from Pigeon Art, and today we're going to be working a little bit on my clothes to make them work better for me. So my first item of clothing that I want to work on is this hat, and this is exactly why. It's too floppy, and as much as I love floppy hats, I do want them to have a little bit of structure to, so I can see while I'm wearing it. The second item I want to work on are these socks. They're socks with toes. I always thought that was really cute and they're super warm, but I actually don't like wearing them. They're just uncomfortable. So I'm thinking I'm going to attempt to turn these into leg warmers. As you can see, there's no heel sections. So I'll cut off the toe bit and then I'll try and make bias binding out of some stretchy fabric. I mean, it won't be bias binding, it'll just be binding, and see if that's going to be enough to keep its integrity and sew it on. Okay, now you know what the plan is. Straight into it. We're going to start with the hat because that needs to dry, and I would like it to be done by the end of the video so I can still show you what it looks like. So what I need to do is, I've got some PVA glue here, wood glue. I'm going to dilute it with some water. I think it's 1 part water to 1 part glue. So I'm going to lay the hat flat and then I'm going to paint that on basically. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just sort of going by eye as to what is 1 part, 1 part. So I've seen people do this on YouTube. I haven't tried it. So I'm hoping it works because I like this hat. I don't want to ruin it. Now, most people use their iron to give it a to flatten it out first. I don't have one of those, so I'm hoping that's not too diluted. I can always do a second coat if this doesn't work. So I've done all this. I actually had just enough to do the whole brim, which is awesome. I'm gonna come back and wash these out because I don't want them to glue together permanently, but that is still glue after all. And I'm gonna come back and do those socks next. Okay, so I have absolutely no idea if this is gonna work because this is a knitted item, and if you cut a knitted item, you're gonna destroy the fabric. I've got this fabric, which I've used in past videos. I don't know how much to cut off either. I can cut more than I think I need. That should be enough for each leg. 1, 2, we'll see. Next, I'm going to cut along the same line, and hopefully it doesn't start unraveling straight away. I think what I'm going to do straight away is a zigzag stitch all the way along. I'm going to have to be really careful not to stretch it. It's on zigzag stitch, so that should allow it to stretch once it's sewed, but I don't want it to stretch it because it's going to lose its integrity, I think. Oh, that's not a zigzag stitch. Let's try that again. That's a zigzag stitch. I think I'm going to sew it like this. So my plan is, if you're wondering what on earth I'm doing, I don't know how well this will work, but oh well. Sew it like this where the needles are, sew it together, and then flip it over and then just sew it like this. So hopefully it works. I don't know. Let's just find out. But that should encase all, if there's going to be any fraying or just, losing of its integrity, hopefully it'll be encased by this. and we don't see any issues. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, hang on. Oh no, the pins go missing inside all the fluff. Okay, that seems to have worked. And then this is the back. I'm gonna do, it's gonna look like binding. I'm just gonna fold down this bit here and encase that. And then sew it down, and I think if I just hand sew it, will be a little bit safer. Fold, fold, pin. I'm actually really excited about wearing these as leg warmers. It gets so cold here in the house in winter and at night at the moment because it's winter. And my legs get so chilly. Okay, look, it's not going to look amazing where it crosses over. I didn't do the bias binding thing where you cut at an angle and deal with it that way. But that's okay. Nobody's going to see these. They're going to be my keep my legs warm at home kind of things. So this will be on the inside, so it doesn't actually matter that it has the wrong colored thread, basically. And yeah, I'm just going to fell it down, I believe is the correct term, by picking up some of the thread behind, the fabric behind and the top fabric. And you can see that, especially as it's a fluffy fabric, you can't actually see the threads on this side. It's not very attractive on this side, but again, that's going to be against my legs, so no one actually cares, I would hope. Here we go. We've got one leg warmer. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I will go ahead and do the next one. And yeah, see how we go. Oh no, I dropped a pin. Oh god, how are they so impossible to see? There we go. Now, let's be honest, they clash magnificently with my pants that I'm currently wearing, but that's okay, I don't mind. Okay, it's not 100% dry, but it's pretty close, and it is so much better. I just, look. No flopping in front of my face. That's great. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a like. It really helps me out. I upload every second Sunday with art, DIY and sewing videos, so I hope to see you then. Bye!